Hello, hello, Rain Nation. I'm Paul Engelman. I'm a triple diamond in Rain, and this is my beautiful wife, Suzanne, who you'll be hearing from in a little bit. This is our weekly North American Leadership Academy, and this is something that we do every week. And I just have to tell you, I've been around network marketing for decades. I live in Provo, Utah, which is kind of like the nerve center of all network marketing on planet Earth. There are like close to 400 network marketing companies in this general area. So I've seen it all. And let me tell you, I've never seen anything quite like this. This offering every week for our associates, our partners, our leadership to come together, learn principles about this company, about network marketing in general, about our products, about how to be more effective sharers of this message. And so this is I love this, and I've just never seen anything like it. So you're seeing something very special in the industry tonight. Um, and as I said, this happens weekly. Now, if you've been invited, maybe you're somebody who's checking out Rain and you were invited by somebody else to come and take a look. This is your opportunity to kind of peek under the hood and see how you would be supported. Because a lot of times when somebody's looking at a network marketing opportunity, they're kind of wondering, well, what is this? Can I do it? And what kind of support will I have? And you're going to get the answer to all three of those questions tonight. So, without further ado, what I would like to do is turn it over to my good friend, Laura Weeks. And she is going to talk to you about a product tonight. And I'm not sure oh, is it Core, Laura?
It is.
Okay, there you go. So, I'm going to pass it on over to Laura at this time.
All right. Thanks a lot, Paul. It's a pleasure to be here. And let me get started by just saying that since this company was founded, it has become the global leader in bringing seed-sourced nutrition to the world. So seeds are one of the oldest forms of nutrition, but putting them together in ways that are safe and effective and convenient for us to be able to consume is something very revolutionary. And Rain is taking the nutritional industry by a storm. So why seeds? Why seed-sourced nutrition? And the answer is because there is no other form of nutrition that is more complete than seeds and more nutrient dense than seeds. Seeds have 20 to 30 times more nutrients gram for gram than any other part of the plant that they grow into. So if we want to optimize our nutrition and our health and well-being, we are wise to get the most concentrated source of nutrition that we can put into our bodies and the most complete form of nutrition, because it's not good enough to just get a whole bunch of one thing and not much of something else. So that's a topic we could talk about for a long, long time, but we're going to jump into the second product that was released by this company, Rain International, called Core. Now, we need to do two things fundamentally to be healthy. We need to replenish nutritional deficiencies. We need to make sure we have enough of all the nutrients that our bodies need. And we need to make sure that we get rid of what we have too much of, that we detoxify our bodies. And Core is positioned as the product that helps support systemic detoxification while also replenishing nutritional deficiencies that we might have, and being anti-inflammatory and having all kinds of other wonderful properties because it's made from seeds and other ingredients. But it's positioned to be this beautiful product that helps support systemic detoxification. We need our livers to be clean and our kidneys to be clean and our urinary tract to be clean and our brains to be clean in order for us to function optimally. Now, so Core is made up of three seeds: the black cumin seed, the milk thistle seed, and the cranberry seed. But it's also the ultimate greens blend, because along with those seeds, which have been pulverized so that they're eminently bioavailable, this product has all the greens that you need: wheatgrass, kale, spirulina, chlorophyllin, dandelion, aloe vera. So in one sachet, one ounce sachet, you and I, when we consume this, are consuming the equivalent of 9 servings of fruits and vegetables. How many people, very few, are getting 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day? And if you're, awake in the world today, you understand that we need to have an abundant amount of good greens in our diet to be optimally healthy. So here are some of the key ingredients. The milk thistle seed, as I said, it's a wonderful detoxifier for the liver. Kale, one of the greens that, not everybody likes to eat. Spirulina, fabulous for cleansing our body. Wheatgrass. And again, you would have to pay way more than the cost of one of these sachets to just get a wheatgrass juice shot in your local health food store. But those you can't carry with them. These come in a convenient packaging so that you can take them with you anywhere you want to go. Greens, the spirulina, the chlorophyllin, the seeds in this product, they all work together synergistically to detoxify our body. And that's a really important point about these products, that they are carefully combined so that each one of the ingredients enhances the effectiveness of the other ones so that we get tasty, delicious detoxification. Why do we need to detoxify? Because if you live in the world today, you cannot help it, but you are bombarded by environmental toxins of all kinds. And when we have toxicity in our system, it is kind of the catalyst for a lot of health challenges, including lots of inflammation. We'll talk about that in a moment, but all kinds of other problems as well. So we need to protect ourselves from these environmental toxins that are inevitable and inescapable. We also, as I said, need to replenish. We have to have the essential vitamins and minerals that make everything function properly in our body. And we need to have them all. We can't just have 1 or 2 or 3. We need the array of vitamins and minerals because they too work together to optimize our health and well-being. Now, greens are very good. They're rich in magnesium and a lot of other things, and they help to maintain healthy cholesterol levels. We want to have healthy cholesterol levels so that we have good cardiovascular function in our system and many other things. So maintaining healthy cholesterol levels, supporting immunity. Fundamentally, it's our immune system that keeps us going and that supports us and that wards off the viruses and all the other stuff that's coming our way. So we need to have a healthy and robust immune system, and these greens help us do that. They also help manage inflammation. We need acute inflammation, but when we have systemic, chronic, cellular inflammation, that's driving all of the different kinds of health challenges that we're facing. All of us have too much inflammation in our bodies, and when we healthfully reduce that inflammation by using seeds and other ingredients, then everything functions better in our system. And you can go from A to Z, all kinds of health conditions. They're made worse with too much inflammation in our bodies. So that's a ridiculously cursory overview of the product core, but it is vital. I take this product every single morning when I wake up, and I have for 12 years now, since I was first introduced to this company. So this is a lifestyle situation. This is not something you do for a week or two and call it good. If you want your body to be healthy, you need to put good things in your body and detoxify throughout your life. And so we need these convenient ways to do it. We need these ways that are complete. And that's what Core and all of the other products in the Rain product line do for us. Don't take my word for it. We have resources. You don't have to memorize this material. We have these beautiful product sheets that will tell you about each and every ingredient. We have a Vitality magazine. It's a beautiful magazine that showcases all 10 of the products that Rain International now has. We have a beautiful 10-minute or so video called Hidden in Plain Sight, explaining this secret of seed-based nutrition that's been sort of hidden from the world for a long time until Rain International came along. 10 minutes, and you can learn this information for yourself. You can share it with others, and we can get these products and these wellness resources out to the world. And together we can make this world a better place for ourselves, our kids, our grandkids, our extended family, and the world community. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Paul.
Oh, Laura, thank you so much. That's a wonderful presentation. You always do such a fabulous job. You know, Laura and her husband have a medical practice where she lives, and so she's just a wealth of information. I'll tell you, I love core. Uh, I'll give you a quick little story. I was doing a five-country tour. I was speaking in five different countries in Europe, and I was in Budapest with Suzanne, and I got so sick. And you know, core helps to enhance immunity, and I normally take one a day. I started taking one an hour, and I really did. And let
Mhm.
me tell you, it made a huge difference for me. I really feel like I recovered much more quickly, so that I could continue that speaking tour. But yeah, I had the office send it over to the hotel, and it made all the difference. So I love core.
Spanish.
Oh, yes, I failed to say that, you know, we have a Spanish translation available. Así que si ustedes de habla hispana, una traducción es disponible en un canal distinto. Okay, muy bien. All right, now we'd like to move on to another presenter, Rebel Brown. Rebel is going to talk to us about leverage, and Rebel has a really interesting background. I love coming here to share with different people from different backgrounds because it really shows that this is a business for everybody. But Rebel has a very, very impressive background. She was in the world of venture capital, also in the tech world, in AI. And here she is doing Rain. So pay
Hey,
attention. Over
Paul.
to you, Rebel.
Hi, Paul. My name's Rebel, and I'm a rainmaker, and I was a rainmaker in tech, and now I'm a rainmaker for Rain, and I am so freaking lucky to be here. It's because of Rain that I'm living in the perfect storm of leverage, which is what we're going to talk about for a while today. What's leverage? Well, we all know a lever is something that, helps you do more than you can do alone, right? So with Rain, the entire business is designed to give you the leverage that you need to create the life you want, the life exactly the way you want it as a lifestyle business. That is amazing leverage, my friends. So let's talk about Rain and leverage. First, I want to talk to you a little bit about leverage when it comes to the market, because as you want to go out into the market, you need products that leverage what's happening out there, right? So Rain's seed-based nutrition is the perfect match for global trends that we can leverage for our success. Now, what are those global trends? Well, first of all, there's social entrepreneurship. More and more of us, people like us, are building businesses that give them lifestyles on their own term, but they also contribute to the planet and to humanity. And if Rain seed-based nutrition is not a contribution to humanity, I don't know what else it is. All right. Then there's healthy lifestyle. We are all realizing, maybe not all of us, but many of us are realizing that our foods, the toxins in our world, they're making us less and less healthy. And that's added to the increasing anxiety and stress from the world around us that's wreaking havoc on our physical selves, our emotional selves, our spiritual selves. We're seeking solutions to help us get healthier and heal ourselves and keep ourselves healed, right? Then there's the advent of side gigs. Gen Y and Z, they're all over this, and a lot of us boomers are doing it too. We want to make money and offer value on our own terms and timing, right? We want off of that merry-go-round of working for others to make them wealthy. And boy, I know I surely did. And finally, there's social media marketing. Now, you can love it or you can hate it, or you can be in between. But social media gives us an advantage of being able to reach out to people and connect with them in ways that we've never been able to connect before, and to share the power of RAIN. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about RAIN and the fact that you get your ultimate lifestyle as a side business, as a side gig business, right? We rainmakers, we truly are in the perfect storm. And we get to take advantage of that storm, each in our own unique way, working the way we want to work and how we want to work. No more 9 to 5. We don't have to go to the office. We don't have limitations about how much we can make based on how many hours we work, or if we're salaried based on some cap created by some analytics firm that does HR, right? Nothing about our value. With RAIN, we set our own hours. We decide who we want on our teams, and we get to bring the people that we love and we want to work with. We can earn more income than we can ever working for by ourselves. That's thanks to leverage on the financial side, which I'll get to. And what's really exciting to me is that we create our success by empowering others and their success. Now, I think that's absolutely magical. But here's the thing, it even gets better. You see, because with RAIN, we get to rewards on top of our earnings and on top of the joy of helping other people become independent, right? We get things like trips all over the world so we can go meet our RAIN family, learn from each other, celebrate each other, all because we're living our dream life. Then there's even the
Rebel, I don't mean to interrupt you, but are you sharing slides yet? Because we aren't seeing slides yet.
not seeing them. I've been sharing them all along.
No, not seeing them yet.
Okay, well, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get to Zoom. I can't get to Zoom right now. Hang on a minute. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm sharing slides all the way along. So let me try this
Okay.
again. Hang on a minute. Let me try again. You want me to go start over? I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't know.
No, no, just
No,
start where you're
it
at.
was great information.
Start where I am. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can get the slides up now. Here we go again. Let's try this. Let me share again. That's weird it did that. Here, let me share again. Okay, and let me go to, where's PowerPoint? There we go. Let me go to PowerPoint. Are you seeing a slide now?
No.
Okay, let me try again. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. One more time. Third time's charm, right? Now do
There
you
you
see?
go.
Okay. So let's see, where was I? Okay, I'm in the wrong slide now. So let me back up a little bit. So here's the better thing. Here's another thing. With global teams, you get to earn 24/7, which means you could earn while you're dreaming of earning, or dreaming of that trip or that vacation or that time with your family. While you're sleeping, your global team members are rainmaking, and you're earning money from their success. That beats waking up at 2 in the morning and worrying about your job, about the bills, about how you're going to pay for the kids' tuition. There's just the peace. It's just peaceful. And you get to work with so many amazing people. And then next is the piece that makes me feel better about myself, because I spent a lot of time working for VCs and in tech where they weren't about humans, they were about money, right? So now what I get to do is I get to be a social entrepreneur. I've run my own life for 40 years. I've had my own consulting business. I worked 80 hours a week helping other people make money. And you know what? They didn't appreciate it. I learned it down the road when they all retired and left me stranded, right? And with RAIN, I get to help real human beings, normal human beings, with issues that matter to each and every one of us. Oops, why did it do that? My machine's just being bad tonight, you guys. I'm sorry. Issues like our nutrition, our health, our financial success, our ability to spend more time with the people that we love in our families. And we get all of that because we don't have any more 9 to 5. We have freedom. And best of all, we get leverage, sweet financial leverage. In RAIN terms, leverage gives us the power to significantly increase our income and our business growth by leveraging the energy and time of our teams. So let's dive into that for a minute. Well, first of all, let's talk about leverage and how other people use leverage, okay? So leverage helps you multiply your efforts without being just paid for the amount of hours you work, right? Now I want to look at these folks, Cuban and Oprah and Bezos and Rawling, right? These are titans of industry. And let me tell you what, these people understand leverage. Because do you think any of these folks make money based on how much time they work? Do you think any of them do that? Hell no, they all have that in common. They all earn their incomes by leveraging others to grow their success. And we can all do the same thing with Rain. Every one of these famous people harness the power of leverage, from entertainment to books and everything on the web to product sales. Now, and I'm going to tell you a little story. I helped Steve Jobs create the iLine, which is this little iPhone you guys have, right? And I can tell you, as we were building it, one of the things I was talking to him about was it's a totally distribution channel, right? Than a computer, than a Mac. You don't sell it the same way. It's not the same people. And he was like, I understand that. That's why we're going to find the people that already do that and put through their channels. That is the definition of leverage. He knew he couldn't do it himself, where he found other people to help leverage to grow his business. And with Rain, we all can do that as well. All right. And then there's the fact that, you know what, you get to work for yourself. Now, I was proud to own my own business. I've owned my own business since I was 28 years old. But guess what? I worked 80 to 120 hours a week. And I usually did it on a monthly retainer, right? With some stock, which sometimes worked out and sometimes didn't. But the retainer was designed for 40 hours a week. And I'm working 80 to 100. Now that ain't leverage, folks. That's reverse leverage, right? And I was grateful to just be working like a gerbil on a wheel and thankful that they loved me and appreciated me. Yeah, really. They didn't really. But you know what? I realize now what I was doing to myself. And with Rain, you get leverage. So let's take a look at that. All right. So now let's take a look. Let's say you work 15 hours a week for Rain, right? So you get income based on the amount of activity. You can only do so much 15 hours a week, but you get something, right? Now, let's say you have 2 associates working for you, and they are each working 15 hours a week. Well, guess what? You now have 45 hours a week working for you to become successful, to grow your business, and to make income. Now, let's say you train them and they learn how, and they each bring in two associates, right? So now you have 7 people, including yourself, on your team, and 105 hours a week that is earning just for you and for themselves as well. You teach your teams, you bring your teams in, the people you want to work with, you teach them, they contribute time, they bring in their people and teach them, and everyone earns more than they could by themselves. You continue to teach your teams, they continue to teach, hours expand, and everyone earns more and more. It's the perfect model for the perfect storm of Rain, you guys. Let's talk a little bit about the comp plan that lets you do that. All right. So Rain doesn't just have one way for you to earn. It has all of these ways to earn because the company wants everybody to share in its success. So the first row at the top is the ways you earn money yourself. You earn money from selling your products, you're on your own, right? And then you earn money from bonuses as you grow, from your team, from bonuses, from senior partner bonuses, etc. Then you go down, and the second line is how the company helps you make money on top of that. That's called sharing in the wealth, right? So the global exec pool and the global diamond pool are bonus pools that share the company's earnings. So everyone that has reached it has the opportunity to earn bonuses as Rain grows. All right. Then you have team commissions, mean that you earn on your team's volume as well as your own. So the better you lead your team, the more money you all earn, right? Then there's generational matching. And I got to tell you, I can't wait till I get to enjoy this. I've got a ways to go, but this is the one, because you know what? It means that you can earn 7 generations down. So it's not just your 5 and their 10 or whatever. It's 7 levels down in the team structure as soon as you reach a certain level. So that means that you have a team of people of 7 generations, and I haven't done the math on that. I actually should, but if you figure you bring 5 and your 5 bring 5 and all 5 of theirs bring 5, it's a lot of people. You could earning from, hundreds of people that are working for Rain, hundreds of rainmakers working and growing, and you get the benefit. right? Now, I'm going to just close this with just a little bit. You know, I gave up my life and I damn near killed myself for 30 freaking years working for Silicon Valley greats and gurus. And I'm going to tell you, it was an emotional hit. It was a high. I had a blast. But you know what? Today, I'm just as excited and just as high and thrilled to be a rainmaker for Rain. The products have changed my life. I was so sick, it wasn't even funny, and I'm coming back to my health. I love the people in this business. I absolutely love everybody on this team. They are so amazing and so caring. The company cares and it gives back. And I got to tell you, I surely do love the idea of leverage. And I bet you will too. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you so much, Rebel. What a great job you did
Sharing,
explaining
final.
that.
Now that I'm covered sharing, I'll stop now.
Ah, yeah. The thing that I love about the concept of leverage is that, in the corporate world, leverage can be exploitative. You hire people, they work for you, and there's a cap on what they can make. In our world and in this company, leverage is cooperative. And so, if I bring you into my business, yes, your time and efforts benefit me, but they also benefit you. And you have the opportunity to create that same kind of leverage and the ability to even surpass me if that's what you want to do in income. So to me, I just find this such a moral business because our success is dependent on your success. And so we work together. Anyway, love leverage. Great job, Revel. And another thing that I enjoy about these leadership academies is that we get to hear from people from all sorts of backgrounds. I remember the first time that I came to a network marketing meeting and people were talking and I looked around the room and what really hit me is, gosh, there's people from all different backgrounds, but there's somebody like me. Oh my gosh, I can see myself doing this. It's kind of social proof. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to pass this over to John Acosta, who's going to share a little bit of his experience here, and we'll hear from several people how rain has affected their lives. Over to you, John.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Acosta. I am a college student working retail. And when you become an adult and you want more freedom, working for just a little bit above minimum wage doesn't cut it. Still a few years away from my sports business degree. I found something I didn't know I was looking for, and that was leverage. I'm now building my business with the goal of creating a comfortable residual income that is going to help me create wealth. So thank you, everybody. And over to you, Miss Suzanne.
Thank you, John. I am so impressed by John. John is 20 years old. John, you rock, buddy. Oh, if anyone's going to make it, this is going to be John. So thank you, John. My name is Suzanne Ingeman, and Paul and I have been in network marketing for 20 years or so. Him more hands-on, me as like an amazing cheerleader. But I'm more involved than ever. Thank you, Ann Feinstein. I love this business. I love the people. There's so many aspects that I love about this company. The products are amazing. But the way that I personally relate to this business is because I was in the entertainment business for many, many years when I was much younger, and so was Paul. He was in the music business. I was in the acting, and so I was introduced to leverage, to passive income, to residual income at a very young age. And I mean, still to this day, 50, 60 years later, I'm still getting checks in the mail, not huge checks, but I still get checks. I was actually at a birthday party for my niece the other day, and she was turning 10, and she said, Aunt Suzanne, I watched you on television the other night. It was a show of mine that I did in the 80s that came on some streaming channel, some obscure streaming channel. And I thought, oh, gee, I'm going to get another check. So that introduced us to leverage, okay? So then years later, after Paul and I were married and we decided to go into the interior design business, and we loved it. We love spending other people's money. We just loved it. But what we found out is that we were not getting residual income. So when we would sell a sofa or we would do drapes, we sold it, but that was it. And then we had to find something else to sell or find another client. Believe me, to this day, we've never had an interior design client that has sent us a little check for every time they sat on a sofa that we provided for them. So when we were reintroduced to network marketing years later, we looked at each other and we thought, oh my gosh, we found home again. And so we've been in Rain for about 8 years. We have loved it. It has afforded us to have time freedom, financial freedom. We literally design our life. And everyone here tonight, and all of you out there, you're either designing your life or we're providing a solution for you to design your own. It is win-win. We're not successful unless you're successful. We're better together. So as we enjoy our financial and our time freedom, we travel the world, we get to spend time with our family, we get to work from home, we get to meet really cool, neat people all over the world that become lifelong friends and family, like so many of you are to us. And that's my story.
All right.
And I'd like to turn it over to Joanne. Joanne?
Thank you so much. I don't want it to be my turn. I don't want you guys to stop talking. This is amazing. I'm loving everything that I'm hearing. But thank you for letting me say just a couple of things. I am Joanne Johnson. I am a television show host and an author. I run a nonprofit to feed hungry children, and I've owned a large catering company for 22 years. So I'm a little busy. So Rebel, to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, I'm doing the 80 to 90 hours, right now. I was working up until the second that we got on this call. Don't recommend it, just so everybody knows. It's hard. So that's why I found Rain. It is the most wonderful thing. I love the products. I did it initially because, when you work this much, you develop autoimmune things, different things happen, right? So when I heard about seed nutrition, I thought, this is what I need to do. We're talking about 30 times more potent, right, than in their other form. And I need that. And so I wanted to heal my body. And then I got so excited about this when I learned that, gosh, I don't have to have my business own me because of this. I can own it, right? And I can help other people to become better and to heal at the cellular level. So I am all in on this. I want to stop working the 80 to 90 hours. Even though you love what you do, it can be too much. And so this, again, the word leverage keeps coming up. That's what we're looking at. That is going to make the difference to whether I can keep going, because at this point, I don't think I'm going to retire ever. So I need something else to kind of help me to live the lifestyle that I want to live. So thank you very much. And my understanding is we're going to hear from Randy Gage right now.
Hi, my name is Randy, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. Hey, Rain Nation, good to see everyone. I've been an entrepreneur, honestly, since I was 15, 16 years old. I've had retail businesses. I've published a magazine. I've owned a travel agency. Been a speaker and consultant for decades now. I'm one of these people, I'm psychologically unemployable. If I work for a boss, one of us is going to end up dead, and I don't want that to happen. So I've got to be be my own boss. But most of those businesses, including I had a couple of restaurants, and I got to tell you, most of those businesses I discovered there's two kind of businesses. There's businesses that you own and businesses that own you. And I am celebrating my time with Rain International because this is a business I own and it creates residual income and a dream lifestyle for me. So Paul, I'll send it back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Randy. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this presentation this evening, this training and this time together. If you are somebody that has joined us to kind of check this out, please get back to that person who shared this with you.
Does anyone
Um,
want to say something?
oh, for Pete's sake, what have I done here? I was wrapping up before the main event. I obviously need some
know.
bright.
She's going,
Where's my bright? Find it quick. Gosh. See, you don't have to be perfect to do this business. Okay, a little premature. So now what I want to do is I want to pass it over to my dear friend Anne Feinstein. You know, Anne has a terrific background. Also, she was in the corporate world, and Anne was introduced to network marketing and created huge businesses, and is very, very accomplished in our industry. So we're going to pass it over to Anne for some leadership
Yay.
principles.
Sometimes you need the meeting, and sometimes the meeting needs you.
I almost let you off the hook.
Tell you guys that this is the reason that I love what I do, okay? Because this is real. This is real people doing real stuff, okay? And making real differences in their lives. And I love hearing these stories because I was in that position, okay? Some years ago, sitting there in a 40-story office building in Manhattan, working the same 60 to 80 hours a week that all of you have been talking about, okay, looking out the window and dreaming about the weekends so that I could spend a little time out in this little house we had with a couple of horses with green grass and trees so I could start all over again. You know, it's the hamster thing, running all over again, until the point where I just said to my husband, I said, David, okay, I got to find something. And this was, again, some 35 years ago, guys. So we didn't have the internet. We didn't have Facebook. I know it's prehistoric. And we looked at this and we said, you know what? This is an industry and a profession that we could do amazing things with. Okay, we just got it right from the start. My goodness, when you talk about leverage, okay, it sends goosebumps all over my body because I can tell you that staying the course that we were on, okay, we would never be in the place that we're in today. To be able to enjoy the kinds of freedoms, the kind of financial success, the ability to have friends all over the world. You know, I always said, let's have 1 million friends all over the world and we'll be able to do something magical. What we have going on here in so many different places and cultures. And, you know, we create this infrastructure within our company that is so accepting, so loving, so protective, so amazing, reaching across to all these different places. And I'll tell you, as I travel the world, one of the things that I love about it is the fact that it's really being a magnet. Okay, really what we are, we're telling stories and we're attracting people to us. And we attract people to us by the way we think. And we do think differently, guys. Okay, we think differently. We think in big picture. We think in big vision. We think in possibilities. You know, I was spending time with two of my leaders on this wonderful Costa Rica event where I had Suzanne and Paul were together with us. And one of them was talking about big things, you know, and big ways of thinking. The other one was talking about possibilities. And I realized that that's what it's all about. You start to expand the way you think, the way you feel about yourself, and what you can do in order to help other people. And I'll tell you, when you build a team, okay, like you see tonight, with wonderful people who are real, who are telling real things about where they are and what's happening and why they want to do this profession. Okay, it comes down to a couple of things. And these are the things that I think are important. Number one, okay, you have a vision, okay, of what you want your life to be. And certainly most of us know what we don't want it to be. We don't want to stay doing what we're doing, and we're looking for other options. The other thing is that we're looking for a place where we feel that we found our home. And I'll tell you, when I found Rain, and I found, as you will get to meet, Jeff Higginson, Travis Parry, and of course you met my wonderful partner, Randy Gage, and all the leaders that have been here at Rain, they're good people, okay, that have integrity. And when you have integrity that starts at the top, it permeates everywhere. And it permeates to a place where the products are real, Okay, the products have efficacy. The compensation plan is a lucrative compensation plan that allows people to build a residual income to build their future and to feel secure about it. So Joanne, when you're looking at this as a real business, it is. Okay, when you have someone like John who's here and he's looking at this at his age, you know what? I say bless you that you found this early, because I wish I had found it at your age. Okay, I could have skipped all that craziness in between. So, you know, it's true. We have something really special here. And when we talk about how we go out into the world and present it, we do have to do it with confidence. Okay. And the confidence comes from using the products. I mean, this is one that I just finished. Okay. The confidence comes from drinking it. Okay. And feeling it and talking about it and sharing it and not doing it, you know, in the secrecy of your home like a Secret Service agent, but being out there in the world, okay, with your products, letting people see that you are doing something amazing. And here it is right here. Okay. Not from a seed, not real nutrition. Okay. I have a sweatshirt that I proudly wear all over the area that I live. And it has it, like Randy Gage said, you could see it, you know, 1,000 feet in the air. It says, not from a seed, not real nutrition. Because for the first time, I am so proud of the efficacy of our products. For the first time, I understand the power of what we have in seed source nutrition for everyone around the world. And so when we're talking about that level of confidence, people feel it. Okay, they feel how you are responding. They feel how you talk about it. They feel how you lead them along in terms of their tour and they're looking at this. We have incredible tools. Okay, tools that will allow you to go out there and to do it with pride. Okay, you saw a little bit of what Laura showed you earlier. Okay, tools about our products that are phenomenally well done. And I want to say a big thank you to Randy Gage, because it is. Randy has an incredible skill set that, guess what? Okay, we all get to capitalize on. Okay, because he has put together some amazing materials for RAIN. And we've put together a training system so that when somebody is looking at the business and we say to them, okay, this is what's next. You're going to choose one of these 3 packs, a retail pack, a business pack, or a leadership pack. One of those 3. It depends on where you see yourself at this point. Okay, do you see yourself being a retailer? Okay, then the retail pack is for you. Okay, and you can share the product, eat the foods, you know, use them for yourself, share them with a few friends. If you want to build a business on a part-time basis, then probably the business builder pack is there for you. Okay, so that you get more products, you get more materials. Here in the States, we have hard copy materials, so you actually get the actual booklets and the materials that you saw Laura talking about. Okay, beautiful 4-color printed materials that just stand out. Okay, when you show this to someone, this is gorgeous. Okay, when you show somebody these materials, the way they look and the information that's provided there, you know, and then you then say to them, okay, and then we have the leadership pack. Now, I started with a leadership pack. And the reason I started with a leadership pack is because I wanted to plant the flag. Okay, I wanted to start with a leadership pack that would give me enough products for me, for David, to have some put aside so that I would have it for, you know, people that want to come over and they want products right away. I have it available. I also have enough for giving out as samples. Okay, I have enough materials to start my business. And I also wanted to know the best advantage to building the business, because you see, it's a mindset. When you start at the leadership pack, what happens then is that you feel confident enough to go out there and share it with other people. Okay, and that's the cool thing here, Joanne. Okay, her sponsor is a good friend of mine, Lisa Bella, who might be even watching. She's down in Puerto Rico. Okay, she's going to be expanding the business down in Puerto Rico. She started with the leadership pack. When she talked to Joanne, Joanne said, well, how did you start? So Joanne started with the leadership pack. And this is how it happens. So what happens then is that you end up being able to capitalize on the biggest advantages of the comp plan that Rebel explained. Okay, you have the biggest bonuses available in terms of talking to people about the fast start. I love sitting down with someone. They start with a leadership pack and I show them, you know what? You bring in 5 people at the leadership pack level, guess what? You earn back your investment. Okay, it's just as simple as that. And if we do it as quick as I know we will, okay, because I'm going to get you started the right way with a new associate orientation manual. It has everything in there, okay, that's important for you to get started, to has the right steps, a checklist to make sure you don't forget something. And it's a way to start your business and to create that power of duplication. You see, guys, we have a system, we have tools, we have a compensation plan that makes sense, we have products that are second to none. So now the only thing that's standing in your way of anyone that joins our business is you. Okay, what kind of time are you going to be putting into this? What kind of effort do you want to put into this? And yes, as Rebel said, it's going to take some time. It's going to take 10 to 15 hours a week of dedicated time for you to start your business. That means putting some time aside. This is the time I'm going to be doing my invitations, so that throughout the week, you're talking to people. Throughout the week, you're putting them into your funnel. Okay, so they're coming in, they're looking at a video, they're looking at a little brochure, they're reading material, you know, whatever you've passed through on a mobile app. Guys, you can be anywhere at any place, whether you're getting your nails done like I've done recently, and I met someone terrific, okay, and I shared the information with her. You could be standing and talking to someone, and all of a sudden you have this connection. You can send them the information. You could be talking to them on the phone. You send them the information. It's so amazing and easy to do today because we live in a mobile society. So we have to be able to be on the move. So you put all this together, it comes down to your energy. It comes down to your confidence. It comes down to your belief. And your belief will go through the roof as you start to actually take the steps to make it happen. And I'll tell you something, the most exciting thing for all of us is when people start making money. When they start earning some income and they see that in their back office, they see that they got a partner bonus because they became partner in the first 3 weeks. They see that they got the senior partner bonus because it was in the first 6 weeks. They put in a number of people, you know, at the different levels equal to or better than what they enrolled at, and they start earning back their investment. And then after that, everything is profit. Everything is profit. Because you continue to be able to recruit people, bring them into your business, and expand and expand and expand in over 40 countries. Guys, that is leverage. And I'll tell you how I know leverage, because years ago, I had to take my mother down to Mexico for some treatments, and I was away for a month, and my business was growing. And just this past December, I had to have my own personal, you know, surgery. And I was tied up for a couple of weeks, and my business grew. Okay. And all throughout this, the business foundation kept growing and growing and growing. And the coolest thing is right now, guys, okay, we have rank advancements happening all throughout RAIN in all the different groups and all the different teams. When you see that rank advancement recognition that comes up, it's so exciting. And it's even more exciting when we see your name. So guys, that is really what I'm excited about this evening. We've got something special here, and I want to be the first to say, please, okay, get back to the person who invited you, and I want to say welcome to RAIN, back to you, Paul Engelman.
Thank you, and I'm so glad that we didn't miss out on you this evening. You know, as you were talking, it reminded me that, you know, a lot of people, like when we're talking about this 15 hours, right? It's kind of like a minimum time investment. A lot of people can't just hop in here and quit a job and say, well, now I'm going to just be full time in this. I was one of those people. You know, Suzanne and I had this interior design business. It was a very successful. We had just been featured on the front cover of Architectural Digest. We had a big business. But you know, I felt trapped because I was always terrified of finding the next job. And so here's the deal that I made with myself when I was introduced to my first network marketing company. I've only been in two. I was in that one for 12 years. I've been in RAIN for 8. But I made a deal with myself and I said, you know what? I'm just going to get up a little earlier. I'm going to go to bed a little later. And I'm going to do this network marketing thing part-time serious. And that was the key, the serious part where I was committed and I was fitting it into the corners of my life. And after a year and a half of doing that part-time serious, my business was at such a state that the income from network marketing surpassed the income, the very nice income from our design business. And so I'm not unique. What I'm trying to share.
He isn't unique. Okay.
I'm just trying to share that with you as a principle. And see, the cool thing about principles is that anyone can apply them. Anyone, anywhere. This isn't all you got to do is make the same deal with yourself. And I'm telling you, you can build a very significant business. So if you came here to check this out tonight, I will repeat what I said earlier while I was having my brain cramp. And please get back to the person that told you about this, because timing is very important. And let me explain what I mean by that. You know, maybe you remember back in the dark ages. John won't remember this, he's too young. But John, we actually used to line up at movie theaters and then we would be let in order, and the front got the best seats. But here's the thing, once you had your place in line and those people were lining up behind you, you didn't get a percentage of those ticket prices that were sold after you bought yours. The cool thing here is once you have your place in line and people come after you, you do get a percentage of that ticket price. So you want to get in line as soon as you can. You do not want to wait. Timing is an important factor here. So please take action today if you're checking this out. Otherwise, if you are one of our partners, we hope this has been something that's been really valuable for you this evening. It has been for me, and I've been in this industry for 20 years. So you need to be here every Thursday for these trainings and this time sharing together. Thank you so much for being with us. And now let's just go out and make it rain.
Woo!
Take care, everybody.
Shine bright like a diamond.